Right, hi folks, welcome to another Mustang Mayhem day. We've got Gibbo here today, who's come over to my house, and we're going to fit GT350 inlet manifold, and hopefully we're going to video as much of it as we can, sensibly.
Throttle body as well.
First off, we've got to get a cup of tea though.
Yeah, and
coffee and tea, otherwise we can't function. But yeah, so there's GT350 throttle body. Intake, Ford GT350 intake with the GT500 air filter. All looks really nice, doesn't it? There's the inlet manifold. So basically we've got to take this big lump off and put that big lump on, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we're going to set 2 and see how long it takes us. It is 9:45 now, so we're not racing, it's not a race or anything like that. We're just going to take it steady and do a proper job. That's the intention. So we're going to make a start. Okay, right, progress is being made. I've got Gibbo doing all the work. I'm doing all the instructed at the moment. So yeah, old airbox out. So we're at the point of disconnecting the fuel lines now, which we know are under pressure. So safety first. I can see that Gibbo's got his safety glasses on, and we've got plenty of rags there, and I'm standing well back.
That's why you have safety glasses on.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lovely smell. So how did I do that?
That's it. That's it. The pressure's released now. Bit of fuel. Job done. Nice and tidy.
Yeah, well, a bit of fuel coming out from there, so that's why I have the rag underneath.
Well done, mate.
No, lovely messy jobs.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I reckon if that was that Manders doing that, we'd have petrol all over the garage.
Oh, we'd be on fire.
We'd be on fire by now.
We'd be running around on fire.
Okay, so there's, yep.
The fuel rail comes off actually very easily.
4 bolts, or 4 nuts, holding that on.
And we've
disconnected everything.
I think we're ready to lift it out.
Yeah. So just 6 bolts to undo now. On the manifold itself, isn't there? And then you can do the lifting. I'll do the cutting. Right. Okay. So manifold ready to lift out.
It just took us about what 30 to 40 minutes just to disconnect 2 plugs.
It put up a bit of a fight, didn't it? But
they're at the back. We will take some pictures of what you need to squeeze to make it a lot easier for future people.
Yeah, yeah. It was not easy to get those 2 connectors off. We've really put up a fight, didn't they?
One stop manifold.
Yep. And there it is. Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, let's show those connectors at the back there. It's these 2 here.
These 2 are incredibly you have a slide down, and then there's a squeeze plug inside the connector, and you have to squeeze it just right, and they just pop off then.
Yeah, but that took us an hour to figure that out. Well, 45 minutes, didn't it?
The top 2, dead easy.
Yeah, those 2, that one there, and that one there.
Real pain.
Put up a hell of a fight.
In the rear.
But me and Gibbo, we're not going to be beaten by 2 little plugs. So there we go. That's the manifold off. So we'll have a good look inside the engine bay now. Make sure everything's clean and tidy. And then it's bacon sandwich time. And then we'll be putting the new one back on. So yeah, you can see there we had to disconnect the
give us a bit more play.
knock sensors. Just to give us a little bit more room to move the manifold so that we could get our hands behind and get those plugs out. They were that tight.
There's your 2 knock sensors.
So they'll be getting bolted back in shortly.
Make sure nothing falls down the holes.
Yep.
And here, this is what you have to do.
Hang on, let me zoom in on that, Andy. And right, go on. Let's get good focus and you can show them.
Right, obviously you can't show it so easily when they're off the car.
Hang on, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on. Right, okay.
Slide this red tab up.
Yep.
And then squeeze that really tight, and you'll hear it pop.
Right.
And then pull quick.
There we go.
And then you've got pushes in the back of the manifold on a tie clip there.
Yeah.
Again,
they need to just pull out.
Pull a tool. But there's also one on this side, and I believe US cars actually only have one. UK cars have two. So you have to unclip it from both sides to get some more room.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay.
Bacon sandwich time.
Bacon sandwich time. Excellent. Good news. We'll be back shortly. Okay. Bacon butties have been eaten.
There you go. So, okay.
Have we got that? You can see
that's the IM shield.
IM heat shield on the bottom of the new manifold.
Reflects the heat. There you can see the step on the throttle body. That maybe does something or maybe doesn't.
We'll soon find out. So, refitting. Do you want me to hold all those wires up at the back?
Actually, get it kind of in its position.
Hang on.
Yeah, I think there's a hose.
There you go. All right. We're on this piece of pipe here. Yep.
There we are. We'll see if we can connect connectors at that for now. That gives us plenty of room.
As we know. Okay, so we started on installation of the manifold, the new GT350 manifold, and then we had a bit of a gotcha. These two wires coming out here from the loom at the back of the engine, they need to be split out of the loom and to give you a lot more wire, because the connectors, the blue connectors there, are in a different place on the GT350 manifold than they are on the 500 manifold. So you just have to get yourself some more cable by cutting them out of the loom and just extending them out a bit. So yeah, that's one to watch out for.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
So we're going to tighten the manifold down. And it's literally just nicking it up. And the sequence is start with the middle.
You'll notice that I'm letting Gibbo do this himself, so that if anything goes wrong, it's not my fault.
And then over to the middle side.
Yep. These are just 8mm bolts, by the way, 8mm head, M6 I would.
And then it's a.
So they don't need a lot on them. That's it. That's 3. Notice that Gibbo is holding the wrench at the head, so he cannot put too much leverage on. These would be a real ball ache if you stripped one of these threads.
There we go.
That's it, yep. So just double check them, and then we'll get the fuel rail back on, and then we will start to connect all the vacuum hoses and fuel injector rail and all the rest of it. So there's a bit to do yet, but yeah, we'll come back to you shortly. Okay, we are slowly but surely making progress. Inlet manifold is on, fuel rail is on, all injectors reconnected. Gibbo is just emptying his Ford Racing oil separator, which had a few millilitres of oil in it, so it's obviously doing its job. We're going to refit that and then sort out some of these hoses at the front here. We're not quite sure which way they go yet, because they are different to the other manifold, so we've just got to figure out that one, and then yeah, back onto it. Yeah, we're rolling. Right.
So
okay,
we are nearly there. For this,
yeah,
to reach the purge, very tight. So we've, instead of trying to cut this loom apart, we've literally pulled it over with a cable tie on the heater core hose.
cable tied it there.
Cable tie that there. That one's original. The throttle body one, well, more than enough. So that's the one that's only short, but we think that we're safe at that. Then the brake line booster.
Yep.
You separate it from all the original GT bit, heat it up,
and fit it over the
hose down
spigot.
there. And this is all original GT350.
Yep.
That'll go to the airbox, and that'll go to the other airbox hole.
Okay.
And in theory, fingers crossed,
job done.
that's it. And then we've got.
So
here's what I use for the PMAS. This one brings cold air in from the front splitter underneath.
Yep.
And this one brings cold air to the airbox, actually via this brake cooling duct that's just in the front lower grille.
Yep.
So we're actually going to modify.
Oh no!
The GT350 box.
I'm not going to let him do it, lads. I'm not going to let him cut a brand new GT350 box. There's going to be another fight.
It looks like they've already started a hole for us. Look, there and there.
That's a drain hole, that Gibbo. That's not supposed to be made bigger.
We'll have to put another drain hole in.
He insists on putting this extra fresh air into this cold air box, so I suppose if he's going to do it, he's going to do it. Nothing I can do to stop him. He's going to cut up his brand new GT350
we love cutting things up.
Box.
Let's just see how it fits.
It's criminal. Watch your sensors on the top there.
Yeah.
It's a tight fit.
It is a tight fit. And this is the Roush one, so you've got this to come.
Yeah.
So let's get it back out.
I think what we need to do is disconnect these and get them out of the way, and then try again. Well, I couldn't stop him. We had words about it, but it was no good. All wasted. He's drilled a hole.
You've drilled a hole.
No, I drilled a hole, but he made me do it under threat of violence. You got that in nicely before.
I know. Drilling a hole's upset it.
It's got to go in a certain way, hasn't it, and twist, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. There we go.
There's a method to everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's in. And now it just needs a little bit of fettling and everything lining up. And then we'll get the intake tube on. And we're not a million miles away from firing her up. Okay, so we are now coming towards the end of the job. And we've had to...
because we've got the actual GT350 air intake,
yeah,
the actual stock crankcase breather is
fit.
the wrong shape. So we've heated it up and bent it for now.
Yeah.
But we will actually get the correct one.
Yeah.
But you can see, come close, you can see it's marginally kinked.
Just pinched it slightly, hasn't it?
But in theory we should still be safe.
Yeah. It's only a breather anyway, so...
We'll get the correct one.
Yeah.
But that fits nice.
We're actually going to go for startup now,
yep.
And then we're going to finish off by putting the rest of the air box on and just a few bits and bobs to finish. So,
fingers crossed.
Gibbo's already flashed the new tune.
Yeah, we did that before we started.
So, hopefully everything's okay. We'll have a runner. We'll go around with the lamp and just double check everything. Well, it fired up okay. So we're ticking over just over 1,000 RPM. Want to check the gauges?
Yeah. See, we've got vacuum.
Yeah. Steady go. Well, as it stands, I think we're going to call that job done. There's just a little bit of tidying up to do. A few clips and clamps that need just double checking. Got to put the top of the airbox on, and some push pins that hold some plastic parts back on. And I think we're gonna say that's the job done. So that's the first, as far as we know, that is the first GT350 intake manifold install in the UK on a right-hand drive Mustang.
And the first one fully videoed.
Yeah, and it wasn't all plain sailing, I have to admit.
Mainly the most difficult thing is clips and not enough wire extent reach on the harnesses. The actual nut and bolting part is very easy. Yeah, nuts and bolts went fine, no problem at all. But as Gibbo rightly says, cable extensions and electrical, particularly this one here, it's very tight. Ideally we should pull that loom apart, but the wires are very close to the thing, so we don't want to risk it.
Yeah, and at the back as well, electrical connectors and not enough wiring to reach where the connectors need to go to, basically. So that needs a bit of attention if anybody else is doing this job. Just be pre-warned that none of your connectors at the back will fit until you undo the loom and pull the wires out. But other than that, pretty straightforward really, just took our time. And yeah, I suppose Andy will find out exactly how good it is on his way home. But
wow. Won't be pushing it.
No.
Not whilst that's like that and freezing weather.
But at least you'll get a gauge off your instruments and that.
At least I can say there's any torque loss because we were taking it easy.
Yeah.
Throttle issues on the way home.
Okay, so hope that helps some of you out, and thanks for watching the video, guys. Catch you all again. Say cheerio, Andy.
Yeah, see you folks.